Have Have you ever dreamt about taking a cruise on one of them fancy boats, soaking up the beauty and the magic just to free your soul? It's floating on the ocean, just a notion that seems out of reach. One thing on your bucket list is just to go and see the beach. You wanna see the world, but something always holds you back. You got that itching feeling, but your dreams got hijacked. There's lots of people out there that never get to cruise, but helping hands is helping making dreams come true.
Helping hands for cruising, cruising. Helping hands for cruising, cruising. Helping hands for cruising, making your dream a reality.
You know you gotta do the things you've only dreamed about. Don't let anything stop you thinking you can't go all out. You can do the things you never thought were possible, with helping hands to help you get there. Even oceans are no obstacle. You wanna see the world, but something always holds you back. You got that itching feeling, but your dreams got hijacked. There's lots of people out there that never get to cruise, but helping hands is helping making dreams come true.
Helping hands for cruising, cruising. Helping hands for cruising, cruising. Helping hands for cruising, making your dream a reality.
So if you ever dreamed about taking a cruise in one of them big old boats, soaking up that sun, feel that breeze, yeah, there is still hope. Don't let the ocean be a notion that is out of reach. Let's get together, help each other, and go see the sea. You wanna see the world, but something always holds you back. You've got that itching feeling, but your dreams got hijacked. There's lots of people out there that never get to cruise, but helping hands is helping making dreams come true.
Helping hands for cruising, cruising. Helping hands for cruising, cruising. Helping hands for cruising, making your dream a reality. Helping hands for cruising, cruising. Helping hands for cruising, cruising. Helping hands for cruising, making your dream a reality.
Folks, welcome aboard. Thank you very much. Yes, well, first in the chat we have Ross from Orange Grove vlog. Orange Cone vlog. I always get that twisted one way or another, but that's because I've got a twisted mind. Anyway, welcome aboard, Ross. Nice to have you here. Howdy, everyone. And James, welcome aboard, James. Nice to have you here. Welcome aboard. Nice to see you. And we've got G'day Buddy. G'day Buddy can only come from one person, and that's got to be my mate Burjo, I think, if I'm not mistooked. How are we all? Nice to have you guys. Nice to have everybody on board, and we hopefully have a few more. I know there's some more in the background there who are not partaking. So welcome aboard. Nice to have you here. It's the Tuesday after we've had our Day of Atonement, which was yesterday. Oh, good on you, Burjo. So glad. Nice to have you here, buddy. Okay, first of all, Jonesy, commiserations, mate. I'm with you, so hope you're doing well. I hope everything's okay. Not mistaken with Mr. Burjo and Joe. Welcome aboard, buddy. Nice to have you here. Now we've got a nice group of Aussies on board, so it's good. We need to get bucket load more Aussies on board. Can tell you that right now. All right, so first of all, yesterday was the Day of Atonement, which was a rather religious day for us of the Jewish faith, and so we had the opportunity of taking time and doing a bit of a introspective thought, and asking the powers that be for forgiveness for whatever sins. I didn't get the opportunity to say to all of you folk, if in any way we have sinned, as in we have offended, please forgive us, and let us grow together to make things much better for everybody concerned. A couple of people saying g'day to each other. There's fairy dust in the wind. How are you? Bernay, nice to have you here. Because you're asleep, g'day to you. Sean, g'day to everyone. You're still sleeping? Oh, you're just listening in the background. That's what it is. And James is saying g'day to you, Bernay. So welcome aboard. Nice to have you here. Well, 4 a.m. Oh, you're Pacific. You're the other side. You're yeah, right on the other side. You're not closest to us, but furthest away from us. Anyway, so I figured that with that discussion on board, having the Day of Atonement, Yom Kippur as it was, and also the fact that we are looking at helping hands for cruising as an opportunity. I thought I might just have a bit of a put it out there. There are various people out there that are that have, in many ways, given to the charity one way or another, and so there's a few things that we need to discuss as time goes by. First of all, our 501c3 is still in the hands of the Florida government, and we're as of that is as of 3 hours ago when I last spoke to Meg, because Meg had made some contact with them and had a chat, and as a result, that is still the answer of what's going on with the 501c3. So it's just a waiting game, I guess. But also, Meg raised a couple of things, and I've been thinking a little bit about what's been going on with all the things that are happening around with Helping Hands for Cruising in the background, with the cruises that are planned, and with the help that is planned once the 501c hits and becomes effective in the US. We will be doing the same thing down under, but I need to make some time to actually get the info to be able to do so. But once it all hits, we will be increasingly busy. So yes, I know, Ross, and so I've asked Meg to just go and hassle them and find out a bit more. It is taking a long time, yes. So we want to see what there is, and maybe it's because the organisation has people from all around the world on that board. So we'll just have to see. Having said that, we are still trucking in the right direction. There are some exciting cruises coming up. Currently, we have one cruise with an accepted recipient, and that cruise is going to be Amy's cruise in 390 days. We just have to now start working towards getting all the bits and pieces ready for our recipient. First of all, they need to be notified, and that will happen quite shortly. Also, we've got an important message here from Donna. Donna, you need to say g'day yourself, number one, and number two, you've got to say it on camera. There we go. Okay, I've made myself clear. As in a four-way discussion between you, Ilana, Ross, and myself. So there we go. That's got to happen, whether you want it or, hang on, let me rephrase that, whether I want it or you don't. G'day from g'day Denise, how you going? Thank you for popping in. Awesome that you're doing that, just to say g'day. And if you are popping in, folks, just give us a thumbs up. That would be greatly appreciated. Anyway, James is saying g'day to everybody, and that's awesome. So the next cruise is in 390 days. That's Amy's group cruise on the Carnival Breeze. Now, there we go. Thank you, Donna. Much appreciated. Even if it is Ross doing it in Donna's name. But thank you. Excuse me. Joe is saying you and Jimmy can expect a channel shout out via his YouTube this weekend. Mate, thank you so much. Really appreciate that. it is most definitely required. Well, one of the things that we're looking to do in terms of increasing the helping hands for cruising is actually getting HH4C to 1,000, as well as and as well as getting well, we want to get it to a point where it is actually self-sufficient. So that's going to be absolutely exciting. All right, okay, Ross. I said it was you were Donna, but that's okay. I can appreciate that. You win, Donna. I accept that it's you. I accept that it's you. G'day, James from Denise, which is awesome. Okay, so as I said, we will have our next group cruise happening on that'll be Amy's group cruise in 390 days. But I'm quite excited to see Kenny is on his second cruise, hopefully in 45 days. So I hope that goes down really well. And I know there's a couple of people going on there for him as well. Joe is saying he's hoping that HH4C gets more subs from his shout out. I'll do, mate. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. You don't know what that means. Hit that thumbs up, y'all. And thank you, Denise. If you look, folks, if you like the show, really a great deal, hit it 3 times. Donna saying g'day to James. Joe is saying g'day to Donna, and we've got people saying g'day to each other, which is awesome. All right, so now, as a definite, in 464 days, there will be the Ducks cruise, which is going out of Sydney and headed up to the South Pacific. And I know that for a fact, Bruce from Ocean to Ocean has got a cruise happening in 627 days, which will be his cruise from Seattle to Alaska, and that will be awesome. Thank you so much, Donna. Really appreciate that, folks. If you do decide to come on board, please don't just hit the sub button. Please watch a show. Even if it is a short little video or whatever, make a comment, and then it should keep that sub in the system. We've been going up and down, up and down, up and down. We'd like this to keep on traveling until such time as it becomes self-sufficient. So there we go. Also, there is a cruise in the works, and I don't have the final details for it or what ship it's going on. I believe the discussion is going to be rather iconic on the 29th, I believe, at 7 p.m. in that central US Central Time. And I believe it's going to be a rather iconic statement. But, folks, there is a tribute, a rock and roll tribute band, tribute cruise coming up, and I don't have all the details, but I believe that there will be an iconic announcement happening on the 29th of the 9th, in a couple of days, really. Joe, thank you for popping in, buddy. Thank you very much for spending the amount of time you did with us. And please have a very pleasant evening, a good night's sleep, and hopefully tomorrow's workday will be an awesome day. So there you go. So thank you for popping in. So as I was saying, that rock and roll cruise, it looks like there are 4 bands that will be that'll be tributed. One will be Styx, I believe. Pink Floyd, no, I could be wrong. Pink Floyd, and also the other one was it was AC/DC, and there's one that I always forget, and it is a band I really like. But I will be hanging on until that iconic day, because with the iconic day, announcement, that being the 29th of the 9th at 7 p.m. Central, with that iconic statement, we will find out all the full details, because it may mean that we get there is these 4 bands or 4 different bands, or I'm not exactly 100% sure, but there'll be The Who. That's right, The Who. I love that band, and I always forget the name. What? Who? Which band? Yes. You know, it kind of that lineup kind of reminds me of Abbott and Costello's Who's on First. It's like saying Pink Floyd on first, Styx on second, Who on third, and the stop is AC/DC. Who's the third? Yes, that's right. Is there an owl in here? There could be. Who? Yes, there could be. Who? Donna's saying, Sean, have a great night. Have to get ready for work. Donna, you have an awesome day. I hope it is a very successful day for you. Nice lineup on the bands. Yes, James, it is a nice lineup. And so we're looking for a group of people, like just only 1,000 if we can help it, but a group of people to join us. And we believe the cruise is going to be going just after Thanksgiving, and not exactly sure of all the details there, but that's the word that I've got. Kind of, we'll be getting more info coming up a little later on, so we'll see how we go. I believe we should be clarified by the 9:29 at 7 p.m. G'day Jimmy, welcome aboard, mate. Nice show earlier on, and yes, the cassowary is an Australian bird, and please have a safe day at work. Ross is saying headliners are Pink Floyd and Who tributes. Okay, and what about the other 3 or 4 or 7 bands? Have we got exact numbers as yet? Ross, in case people don't know, Ross is the one that's organising that group cruise, and if you are interested in getting on board, doesn't matter what ship, that cruise will be TA'd by Bruce from ocean to ocean, and so that will be an amazing cruise to go on. And Jimmy, may I say, mate, get on that cruise. I'm not going to say this in public right now, but I'm telling you to get on that cruise. You'll understand why shortly. Styx. Yep. Styx and so. Jimmy, good morning. I'm asleep, but listening. It's 4/7. It's 21:18 here, Bernay. Support bands are Styx and AC/DC tributes. 6 shows over 7 days. Oscar Mike Golf. Are we going to have the most amazing cruise? And whoever happens to be on board that cruise is going to be enjoying your time together so much. Now, thank you very much, Stream Elements. Stream Elements brings up a very good point there. We would like to thank you for your donation. And folks, if you see the 2 QR codes, QR code on this side here, just above the word cruising, that QR code accepts all donations in Australian dollars. And the one that's on top of the thank you accepts all donations in USD. Either way, folks, it will be most appropriate and most appreciated, because right now we're looking at getting one recipient on board Amy's cruise. We need to get at least a recipient on board our cruise. We're trying to get at least a recipient on Bruce's cruise. But if we can do doubles, why not? Why not? Jimmy, heading out to work. Have a great day, everyone. Mate, please stay safe. Have an awesome day, but stay safe. G'day, We don't need any more news like you had last week. We need everybody to be safe, sound, and home and happy. Okay, so that's the news to date. We've got cruises going on. We've got things happening. Ross is saying there's a full production shows with lighting, video, laser, and ambient stage effects. I like that. Ambient stage effects using ambiance. Benet is saying have a great day, Jimmy. So there we go. We're going to be having the most amazing time on those cruises. I think anybody who goes on a Helping Hands for Cruising group cruise has an experience that changes the life one way or another, whether it be the recipient or it is the people who are going along the cruise with the recipients. Everybody's having an awesome time and everybody is growing one way or another. So yes, there we go. So we're looking forward to having our fourth recipient go on board the cruise. Yeah, what can I say? More cruises to come. It's amazing that some of the recipients that have gone on previous cruises have found their way to go on another cruise. So that's exciting. And hopefully they will be exposed to a more enjoyable time when they go on their cruise. James is saying you have a great time on Helping Hands for Cruising. We know, yeah. James and his lovely wife Cindy were our second recipients, and they were on board the fantastic cruising group cruise. And you get to. The key thing here is you get to meet more people, you get to make new friends, you get to really. Well, I can only speak from the cruise that I went on, which was the one in October where we had Kenny on board that cruise. And the benefit was that everybody bonded, we all had a great time, and we all worked together to make sure that the cruise worked. It was our inaugural. I know James's cruise was great too because it was actually run by Matt and Kimbra from Fantastic Cruising, and James and Cindy were joined by Scott and Amber, and they were all given an opportunity to grow. I believe, James, you guys are going on another one. I know that you guys are going on another one, and I know that Scott and Amber are going on another cruise as well as Kenny. So that's exciting. Jonesy saying you do get rest work. Don't know what that means, Jonesy. When I'm working, when I'm on board a Helping Hands for Cruising group cruise, I'm working along with everybody else, trying to make sure that everybody's having a great time. And yes, I do get to enjoy my time on board, but that's me. I'm a doer, and I just love making sure that everybody else is having a great time and is successful. And if they do that, then my cruise is benefiting and it's successful too. So there we go. But Jonesy, I'm with you, buddy. You tired, mate? You get a good night. You get a good sleep. Thank you for that. I appreciate your compliment there, mate. But you rest, mate, and I know that you're going to be fine. Everything will be fine. So there you go. All right. So I'm only going to go a couple minutes more, unless there are other people with some comments that would like to have a chat, and I was hoping I could actually get somebody up in the chat to have a discussion with, but we'll do that for next time. I know that for some of you across your side of the pond, It is a bit early in the AM, as in 7 AM, and I know that some of you, the only thing that you're doing, one of the only things that you're doing is sleeping, and the other one is going to work. So I'm going to actually call this quits as usual, but folks, for those that have popped in, thank you for popping in, and hopefully next week we should have some better news. Take it easy, folks, and have an awesome day. Take care. We shall catch up with you next week. Tomorrow night, Jimmy and the Ducks will have their usual discussion. And James is saying only 7:25 AM coffee time. Mate, you can have as much coffee as you like. I have my caffeine intravenously fed. It's in my veins. But having said that, folks, I'm out of here. Tomorrow's going to be an early day. Time with Jimmy tomorrow. And then, of course, on the weekend, the Ducks will be doing their usual. So catch up with you and have an awesome day, folks. Take care and keep smiling.
Have you ever dreamt about taking a cruise on one of them fancy boats, soaking up the beauty and the magic just to free your soul? It's floating on the ocean, just a notion that seems out of reach. One thing on your bucket list is just to go and see the beach. You wanna see the world, but something always holds you back. You got that itching feeling, but your dreams got hijacked. There's lots of people out there that never get to cruise, but helping hands is helping making dreams come true.
Helping hands for cruising, cruising. Helping hands for cruising, cruising. Helping hands for cruising, making your dream a reality.
You know you gotta do the things you've only dreamed about. Don't let anything stop you thinking you can't go all out. You can do the things you never thought were possible with helping hands to help you get there. Even oceans are no obstacle. You wanna see the world, but something always holds you back. You got that itching feeling, but your dreams got hijacked. There's lots of people out there that never get to cruise, but helping hands is helping making dreams come true.
Helping hands for cruising, cruising. Helping hands for cruising, cruising. Helping hands for cruising, making your dream a reality.
So if you ever dreamed about taking a cruise in one of them big old boats, soaking up that sun, feel that breeze, yeah, there is still hope. Don't let the ocean be a notion that is out of reach. Let's get together, help each other, and go see the sea. You wanna see the world, but something always holds you back. You've got that itching feeling, but your dreams got hijacked. There's lots of people out there that never get to cruise, but helping hands is helping making dreams come true.
Helping hands